Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sales Mind Lab. When OpenClaw meets the KK session, the introduction, the AI paradox. Recently, we have been marveling at the rise of Agentic AI, tools like OpenClaw. They aren't just chatbots, they are digital assistants that can manage our lives, solve our daily problems, and navigate our desktops with terrifying efficiency. It feels like we have finally gained a second brain. But as a teacher and a global citizen interested in human behavior, I often find myself looking at the shadow behind the lights. We have to ask the difficult question: what happens when this exquisite technology is acquired by syndicates like the KK session? What happens when high-level intelligence meets low-level morality? Today, let's explore the new landscape of AI scams and how to keep your mind and your assets free. The evolution from pig butchering to AI automation. For those who follow Southeast Asian news, the KK session is synonymous with pig butchering schemes. Historically, these required hundreds of human slaves to manually chat with victims. It was a numbers game. But with Agentic AI, the game has changed. Imagine a scammer who no longer needs to sleep. They can deploy 1,000 bots, each with the persuasive power of an ENFJ and the analytical speed of a supercomputer. These bots can scan your LinkedIn, your Instagram, and even your YouTube comments to craft a personality that perfectly mirrors what you trust. It is no longer a mass scam. It is a hyper-personalized deception at scale. The agent doesn't just send a link, but it builds a relationship. The machine-to-machine threat. Here is the most sobering part. Tools like OpenClaw are designed to help us bypass tedious tasks. We give them permissions to our emails, our calendars, perhaps even our banking authentication. If a malicious AI bot interacts with your personal AI assistant, the scam might happen without you ever seeing a message. It's a dialogue between machines. If your assistant is tricked into thinking a request is legitimate, it might execute a transfer or leak sensitive data before you've even had your morning tea. In this world, our digital front door is no longer a password. It's a complex web of permissions that can be exploited. The psychological shield. How to stay safe. So, how do we avoid being cheated? In my mind lab, I believe the best defense isn't more software. It's a change in mindset. First, we must practice cognitive deceleration. Scammers thrive on urgency. If you feel a sudden free fall of emotion, fear, greed, or panic, that is your signal to stop. As I always say, let the emotion exit. Identify it, but do not let it drive the car. Second, we must consider what I call analog anchors. In an era where AI can clone a voice or a face with unsettling precision, we can no longer rely on our biological sense to verify identity. I strongly recommend that families, and I am planning to implement this within my own, establish a family safe word. It is a simple, offline secret that no algorithm can scrape from your social media. If you receive a video call from a loved one asking for something unusual or urgent, you simply ask for the word. If the entity on the other end cannot provide it, you know instantly that you are dealing with a ghost in the machine. It sounds like science fiction, but in 2026, it is becoming a basic necessity for psychological safety. Third, permission boundaries. Never give an AI to write access to your finance. Keep the human in the loop. Convenience should never trump security. The philosophical conclusion. The world in 2026 is a beautiful, complex, and sometimes treacherous place. We are moving from a world of information to a world of agents. But remember, an AI has intelligence, but it does not have wisdom. It has data, but it does not have a soul. In the marketplace of fame and profit, we are all just guests. But in our own life, we are the protagonists. Don't let a clever algorithm take the lead in your story. Stay curious, stay skeptical, and most importantly, stay healthy. If you found this reflection useful, do subscribe to Sales Mind Lab. Let's continue to explore and grow together. I'm Sal. I will see you in the next experiments. Goodbye.